Hello everyone, welcome to Explaining Sales. In this series of videos, we will explore PowerShell, and from today I will talk about scripting, and today I will discuss variables. When we write a program or simply a script, we most probably need variables that will be used by the program during its execution. So first, let's understand what variables are, and then we will look at how to create variables in PowerShell. Let's go back to the basics. What are computer program and scripts? They are simply instructions that we want our computer to perform for us, right? Now let's take an example of a program that will add two numbers, and in order to get the sum of two numbers, we need to feed those desired numbers to the computer and the rest will be handled by the computer. And in other words, we need to store those two numbers in our computer memory and they will be used by the program during its execution. So whenever we want our program to use some kind of data like the two numbers in our example, we need to tell our program where that data is stored in the computer memory, and one way of doing this is by using variable. So whenever a variable is created, a portion of memory or RAM is allocated by the system to store the data. That portion of RAM or memory has a specific address, and our data is stored in some uh, physical location of our computer memory, and every time we want our program to use that data, we need to specify physical location of the data to our program. So for us, using the physical memory location is not really convenient and it is not allowed by the system due to security reasons. So what we do instead is name that physical memory location something that we like, and that name is called variable. And why it is called variable? Because we can easily change what it's referencing as per our need. Now going back to our example, we create a variable and assign it a first number. We create another variable and assign it a second number. So by doing this, we are telling our computer program that the first number is stored in certain memory location and its address is referenced by the first variable, and the second number is stored in another memory location and its address is referenced by second variable. That's all we need to do. Now figuring out the actual memory location by using that reference is handled by another program in PowerShell. PowerShell's case, and it is the .NET Common Language Runtime or .NET CLR. Hope the concept is clear to you. If not anything, just remember, when we assign something to a variable, we are not actually storing anything in that variable. We are just using the variable as a convenient means to tell our program, if you want to use that data, just check what that variable is pointing to and you will find that data. Now let's see how to create variables in PowerShell. We don't need to create separate file for this. We can simply create variable in PowerShell console and use them as we like. Variable names in PowerShell start with a dollar sign followed by the actual variable name. So for example, dollar var1 equals to 24. Hit enter and now that's it. And we can retrieve the variable using the same name. Just type dollar followed by the variable name and hit enter. You will get the value the variable is referencing. And one thing to note, this variable is available for you to only use for the current session of the shell, and once you restart the PowerShell, the variables you created now will no longer be useful, and later as we progress we will see what operations we can do with variables. For now, let's review some basic rule regarding variables. Variable names usually contains letters, names and underscores, and it's most common for them to begin with letter or an underscore. Variable names can contain spaces, but the name must include by curly braces like this. For example, new space name, hit enter, and that represents the variable new name. And it's always a good practice to use sensible variable names that actually represents the data it's referring to. Now that's it for variables. In the next video, we will talk about various data types in PowerShell. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.